Hey guys, in the last video we saw the implementation of method overriding using a very simple example, and in this video we are going to talk about a more practical example of method overriding. So let's look at this problem statement. It says in a small organization there are two kinds of employees, managers and developers, and here we need to create a class employee assuming the data suitably, and we need to have a get salary method over there, and then we need to extend the developer and manager classes from employee class and override get salary method of employee class in developer and manager so that the bonus can be assigned to employees based on their designation. That means bonus is dependent on the designation, that will be different. So this is how it will look like. Employee will have employee ID, name, salary as data members, get salary and display methods. And then there are subclasses of employee class, manager. See here we are taking bonus equals to 2000 for managers. So that is what I have assumed. If you wish, you can calculate the bonus amount as per some formula or anything. And similarly for the developer also the bonus is 1000 rupees. So let's see how we can implement this. Let's go to Eclipse. So here I have already written the structure of this. So we need to have a class employee. So class employee as per the problem statement will have the data members, employee ID and salary. I have taken the data type as double for those data members, and for saving the name of the employee the data type is string. And there should be a get salary method as per the problem statement. So here in this get salary method we are going to read the employee ID, salary and name of the employee. And coming to the subclasses, we have class manager that extends employee, that means it is inherited from employee, and similarly there should be a class developer which is inherited from again employee. So what else is required over here is we need to override the get salary method which is there in the super class, that is employee class. So let's override this. Go to source, and then we need to select the option override or implement methods. We have to implement the get salary method which is there in the employee class. We are going to change the behavior of that in the manager class. So let's remove these comments. I don't want this comment. You can put comment suitably over here. And then okay, so whatever was there, I did not change anything in this. Fine. So this is the get salary method which is we are going to override the get salary method of the employee class. So similarly we need to have the get salary method in the developer class also. So either you can override it the way we did just now, or you can just copy this. I'm just going to copy this over here. So copied. So what all we have done so far is we have the class employee with these data members and the get salary method, and we have class manager which is inherited from employee, and we have a get salary method which is overriding the get salary method of employee. The same thing is applicable for developer also. So now we need to write the code to read the data for the employee. So for that we have to have system.out.println to display a message, because when we print this, when we execute this code, it has to display a message on the screen so that the user will come to know what value he has to enter. So enter the employee ID. So this is a message that gets displayed on the screen, and then here you need to accept the data. Yes, so how do we accept the data over here? To accept the data there are many methods you can use over here. Right now I'll be using a scanner class object to do this. So I will create a scanner class object here. Scanner s equals to new scanner. This is how we create the object of any class. Here we are going to read it through the keyboard, so I'm using it as system.in. So we have created the scanner class object, that is S, using which we are going to read the values. But wait, why we are getting error over here? This is because we are importing something from the scanner class, right? So we have to import the scanner class, which is there in java.util.scanner, right? So the error disappeared now. Using this object S, we have to read the values through the keyboard. So to read employee ID equals to S dot. So what we are supposed to read? Employee ID is of type double, so it has to be next double. So I'm using this. Similarly, we have to do it for the name. So here enter the name of the employee, enter the name of the employee. So to read this, name equals to, so this is the data member I have declared, yes dot, I will just use it as next here, and then we need to read the salary for this. Enter the salary, enter the salary and read the salary. So there is a salary data member here. So salary equals to yes dot, again it's of type double, so I am using next double over here. So we are done with the get salary method being defined over here. So this will be called whenever you call this get salary method. Now coming to this manager class, as per the problem statement, we have to override this get salary method. We need to assign the salary based on, we need to assign some bonus, and that should be added to the salary as per the assumption. So here I will consider the bonus as some specific amount. If you wish, you can do some calculations. For example, 10% of basic salary is the bonus, something like that. You can calculate and add it to the salary. So here I will put the bonus amount as bonus equals to let's say 2000. Yes, but why are we getting an error over here? The reason is we have not declared this bonus variable anywhere, neither in the employee class nor in the manager class. So you can declare that over here, or you can declare it in the main class only. So I will do this in the main class itself. I will add this bonus over here. One more data member I have included, because in the problem statement they have said that we can assume the variable names and the methods as per the requirement. So I have assumed bonus to be 2000 over here. So why I am using super.getSalary? Because when I create object of the manager class, to get the details of that manager, for example, what is the name of the manager, what is the ID of the manager, what is the salary of that manager, I have to run this code which I have already written in the get salary method of the employee, correct? So this has to be called. So I am using the keyword super.getSalary will give you all those details. After doing that, we have to add some bonus to the salary. So that I am assuming it to be 2000 rupees. Correct. So this is going to be specific for this manager. The bonus amount calculated for manager is 2000. Whatever may be his salary, 2000 bonus will be added to the manager. Similarly, we have to do this for developer also. Here also we need to get the details of the developer, like the employee ID, name and the salary. To that we have to add the bonus. right? So bonus equals to some amount. So let's say bonus equals to, I will write it as 1000 rupees. Fine. So are we adding anything over here? I'm just assigning bonus amount over here. But unless I write a statement like salary equals to salary, that is previously whatever the employee has entered, that plus bonus, it will not get calculated. Correct. So this statement is very much essential. So I will copy this in the developer also, because when we call the get salary method of the developer, here also the bonus amount has to be added to the salary. Correct. So we have done the bonus calculation, and we have added it to the salary. Now let's create the main method over here, because main is the function through from where the execution of the program starts. So I have written the main method over here, in which we are actually creating the object of the manager, and then we are calling the get salary method using object m, and then developer object, and then we are calling get salary of developer. Wait, what is this m dot display and d dot display? So do we have any display method over here? We have not yet written anything over here. So why do we require display method? See, unless you write a print statement, nothing gets printed on the screen. So you have to write some show method over here to display what all values you have stored in those data members so far. For example, employee ID, name, salary. After calculating the bonus, adding it to the salary, whatever calculations we have done, they have got stored in the variables. That will not be displayed unless we write some instructions to do that. So for that, I will write a display method in which I'll be writing the statements which can display all those values, which can fetch all those values from the variables. So for that we need lot of uh, system.out.println statements. Here I'll print employee id is, which is present in emp id variable, or we can call it as data member. Always we have to call them as data members, not as variables, whenever we talk in terms of object oriented programming. So I'm writing it as next thing that we have to print is name, and then this is present in the data member name. So let's print this, and then we have to print the salary. I'm not going to print the bonus amount. If you wish, you can write that. I'm directly printing the total salary over here. So this plus is for concatenation. You already know about this. It will just concatenate the value that is present in those data members with the string what we are printing over here. Correct. So we have written display. So what is this error? Did we make any mistake in this? That is system.out.println name. Yes, we have skipped this plus, right? Okay, so we have written this much. So let us execute this program and see what is the output, whether we are getting the expected output or no. We shall run this code. Okay, it is asking for the employee ID. I will write the employee ID as 111. Write the employee name. Let's take it as employee 1, and then the salary of the employee, I will take it as 10,000. Okay, it's asking for again employee ID. Why are we getting this message? This is because we again created one more object over here, and we are calling the get salary method again. So the next time it is asking for the employee ID of the developer. So far we have read about the manager. So for this developer, I will give the ID as 222 222, and the name as let's take it as developer so that it will be easy for us to trace out. And then the salary of the developer, let's make it as 8,000 over here. Fine. Okay, we are getting some syntax error over here. What is the error? So delete this token error unresolved compilation time. So where is the error? There is some mistake that we have done. Let's trace it out. What was the mistake over here? Yes, here it is. We can trace out the mistake. I have used this colon after the double quotes, correct? So this has to be within this. Yes, now this is resolved. So this we should have taken care of when it gave me a warning message. I just ignored it, so it will happen. So whenever you get any warning, please read that so that you can avoid such mistakes. So let us make it execute. So this time it should give us the correct result. I will enter 111 for the manager. The name of the manager, I will take it as manager for simplicity. The salary what we have had taken was 10,000. Yes, it is asking for the developer's ID now. Let's give it as 222. The name is developer and the salary of this is 8,000. Yes, this is a successful execution. We have got the employee ID as 111 and the manager. Look at this salary component. It is showing it as 12,000 wherein we had entered only 10,000. The reason is we have assumed 2,000 is the bonus for the managers that we have written in the code here. So let's check that. Let's go to the manager class here. In the manager class you can see that the bonus is 2000. See uh, when we call this actually, so let us trace out how it exactly works. When you created object of the manager, it was just a object creation. There was no constructor over here. When we called get salary method, it went to the get salary method of the manager class, and here it is. Yes, here when it goes to this particular statement, it added 2000 to it. It got assigned to bonus variable. Then we have a statement salary equals to salary plus bonus. That is the reason we have got 12,000 as the total salary for manager over here. But if you look at this developer, we have got it as 9,000, whereas the salary of this developer was 8,000. So only 1,000 got added over here. So how this happened? This is because we call that get salary method using the object of the developer. So here this get salary method is overriding the get salary method of the employee, because here we are calling the super dot get salary, so it is going to the get salary method, otherwise get salary method of the employee class, otherwise it will not go there. So it will go to the get salary of that, and then it comes back to the developer class. Bonus is 1000 rupees that got added, and salary, total salary is 9,000. So this is the reason why we are getting the total salary as 12,000 and 9,000 over here, and we are getting those outputs because of these calls to display methods. Let us summarize this. We have the class employee, in which we have data members, that is employee ID, salary, bonus and the name, and we are using this scanner classes object because we have to read the data through the keyboard. To do that we need an object of the scanner class. There are different ways, but I am using this method. So if you are using the scanner class, you need to import this, and after that, as per the problem statement, we have to write the get salary method. In this we wrote all the statements to accept the data from the user, and then we wrote the display method over here to display all the values that are stored in the data members. And we have written a manager class that is a subclass of employee class. So employee is a superclass. See, usually we call it as child class or a parent class when it comes to other object oriented programming languages. Usually in Java we call it as subclass and superclass. And then in the get salary method, we are calling the get salary method of the superclass, which is going to get the salary, but as per the requirement of the manager class, the requirement here is bonus amount has to be 2000 if he is a manager. So this is the specific requirement of manager. So we are writing this in the get salary method of the manager class. So this is the benefit of writing, this is the benefit of overriding the methods. So whenever we need any specific implementation of any method which is already there in its superclass, overriding allows us to alter the code and write it as per the requirements of the subclass. So that concept we have already discussed in the previous lectures, and the same thing is applicable for the developer class also. Only the change is I have written it as 1000 rupees, and as I have mentioned earlier, you can take any bonus as per your wish. So this is just to illustrate how exactly it works. I have taken it as 2000 and 1000. And the last point in this is we have the main method here. In the main method we are actually creating the objects of the manager and the developer class, that is M and D respectively, and then we are calling this get salary. So when I call this get salary, it will not call the get salary method of the employee class directly. It will go to the get salary of the manager class. There, if I have written a statement like super dot get salary, then it goes to the employee class. This is how overriding happens. And then we are calling this display method. So this is a regular method. There is no overriding over here because we have not written any display methods in the subclasses. So it will go to the employee class. So that is all for now. I hope this is clear to you all. Please try this and write in the comment section if you have any doubts, and if you wish we can have an interactive session so that we can discuss more about method overriding, more practical examples of method overriding. So that's all for now. Thank you, and take care, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.